What are some really subtle signs that a person is actually stupid?
The signs are never as subtle as they think.
The stupidest people are the ones who think they are smart.
The dumbest people are usually those who will never admit they don't know something.
Yeah, the people that go, I know, I know, I know, whenever you're telling them something. 5 minutes later you find out in fact they don't know.
They get upset when you do something right.
Lack of self-awareness.
The best way to tell if someone is stupid is if they consistently don't learn from mistakes. They don't seem to comprehend what they did caused the problem even after being told numerous times.
I work with someone who makes repeated mistakes. I explain where he went wrong. I not only explain the step-by-step instruction of the task but the reasoning behind each phase, so remembering how to do it becomes less cumbersome. I can tell by the way he literally can't explain the most basic things about the task to our new guy that he just doesn't get any of it. Every time this particular task needs to be done, he pulls out the instruction and does it line by line. After years he still makes mistakes, because he doesn't understand what he's doing, just that he's on step 24A, and it no longer works. I'm junior to him, but I run our section. The guy the first trained eclipsed him by 3 months in. His replacement eclipsed him by 3 months in. He's more useless than an untrained new guy. But here's the kicker. He's the sweetest guy ever. No one dislikes him. Hell, even though he makes my job harder, I really like the guy. He should have been fired over a decade ago, but no one wants to pull the trigger.
I'm right because I'm older.
Don't mind me. I'm just checking the comments here to see if I'm dumb.
The most common answer is that dumb people don't realize they're dumb. The fact that you're willing to question yourself proves you aren't.
Thank you for your kind words, Spencer 2091. You made a random girl smile on another corner of the world heart.
The ability to ignore all facts and still claim they are right.
One time in college a classmate wanted me to review a paper she was writing. It had some pretty shocking statistics in it, but no sources or indication where the numbers came from. So I asked about it, and recommended she added citations. She said, "Oh, no, it's not like that. I'm saying it feels, like 90%.
They are never wrong, ever.
Are you trying to make me proud of myself for doing dumb mistakes everywhere?
Zero curiosity.
Greater than, he wants to make art, but he can't because he's a fundamentally incurious person who isn't much interested in what other people think or feel, and all of his ideas boil down to, what if Batman met Mario? Tilda, Folding Ideas review of the Nostalgia Critics parody of The Wall, link. Fundamentally incurious is the most brutal description of a person's intelligence I've ever heard.
A stupid person makes the same mistake over and over again and cannot learn anything.
This above all else, no matter how dumb of a mistake or action was preformed, if they can learn I'd still say that they ain't stupid, but our inability to learn is inevitably going to make that person stupid AF. A kid won't be a dumbass forever, for an example.
Personally, I believe a person is stupid when they refuse to learn and willingly choose to stay ignorant. I'm not talking about people that are unable to learn. I'm talking about people that are able to learn, yet they choose not to.
My ex's grandmother refused to learn how to type. Her vision was fine, her fingers were fine, she had email and a computer, but she refused to touch a keyboard. If she wanted to send an email, she would wait until one of her children visited her and then have them type it out for her. Edit, because I keep getting the same comments. It wasn't a class thing, she had worked outside the home for most of her life. It wasn't a loneliness thing, she would never ask her kids to come over and help. She would wait, sometimes weeks, until someone visited her and then ask them to type. Weirdly, it wasn't even a tech thing, she would use the mouse just fine and play solitaire or use programs that didn't require any typing. She had stubbornness issues, a lot of that family did.
Dealing with someone like that right now. Best example is I gave them an itemized list of questions I needed answered. They only sent back the first item on the list and still F-ed it up.
I work in automotive and was at a government summit once showcasing our cars. Had a lady at a pretty influential position who asked me the difference between a rear-wheel drive and a 4WD, AWD car. After I was done explaining, she asked me what's the point of having front wheels on a rear-wheel drive car. My brain had to reboot to comprehend that question.
Stupid people are rarely curious about anything.
I always feel the most intelligent people I've ever met have ridiculously broad knowledge, like sure you can meet someone who knows several subjects inside out, but I always feel a difference between that and people who you could talk to about nearly anything. It's clear they are curious by nature, and taking little bits of everything in definitely seems like a common trait.
Overconfident in a subject that they clearly know nothing of, and try to tell you you're wrong after facts have been presented.
Attorney here. I'm not the smartest person in the room most of the time, and that's fine. But I did extensively study the Constitution in law school and after, and I constantly watch people misstate what parts of it mean on social media, and they're absolutely convinced that they're right, and argue with people with more expertise in the area. And it happens with all professions, and it's always infuriating. Starting to self-identify, reading through all the comments.
To be self-aware, learn of your past mistakes and to better yourself. That's the beginning of a bright future. Being ready to learn everywhere and from everything, after enough time you will realize how good that really is.
Become an expert in a field of your choice and start to realize that way too many people in your field are no experts at all. Looking at you, veteran IT admins in Germany. Edit. In case of confusion, veteran in the sense of being in the industry for centuries. Not military thingy.
They bring up their IQ score from an online test they took.
When we were 13, a buddy of mine came to school filled with excitement and couldn't wait to tell us about the amazing results he got from an IQ test. Okay, fine. What did you score? 98. Almost full marks.
Sometimes you can just see there's nothing behind the eyes.
This is what I was looking for. Everyone here is going on about things that people can be stupid about, but not necessarily sign someone as stupid. Vacant eyes are a dead giveaway for low intelligence. I don't know what it is, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. Not being able to admit they were wrong. Though sometimes this is a sign of immaturity, there's a strong correlation with stupidity.
I'd say it goes even beyond admitting. Smart people might also have trouble admitting a mistake to other people due to pride, but stupid people won't even consider the possibility that this sort of thing might happen.
Not being able to spell is normal. Lots of people are dyslexic. Not knowing you can't spell, on the other hand.
See that door marked pirate? You think a pirate lives in there. I see a door marked private. They talk about how smart they are.
Lots of talking, not much listening.
Someone I love took an online IQ test. They proudly shared their score of 300. Edit. Yes, IQ tests, especially unofficial ones, are dumb, biased and measure a very limited scope of intelligence.
People who are proud of not reading. They come to your seafood counter and ask if that's where they pick up turkeys.
Thank you for watching. We upload new videos every day, so be sure to come back for more fun. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video.